I I'm gonna try to make a long story short, but this is a story that I've got to share. Back in I believe it was 1999. It was the spring of '99. My car wouldn't start, and I wanted to go to Subway to get something for lunch. And so I borrowed my friend's car. She was kind enough to let me borrow it. And she warned me, be careful, my brakes, they work, but when you go to stop, you have to really press the brakes down. So I drove downtown. I was driving down Capitol Street in Springfield, Illinois, and I was looking for Subway. Well, I got to this intersection and I saw this guy getting ready to cross as I'm approaching the intersection, and I thought, he looks like, this guy that I used to have a crush on, years before, and he looks really good, still. He's holed up well. And so I, as the car that I'm driving approaches the intersection, he's walking right in front of the car that I was driving. And the car wouldn't stop. It just kept rolling. And he hurried up out of the way so that he wouldn't be ran over. And then I was able to get the car to stop. And he just kind of looked at me and made the gesture like, it's okay. It's okay. No worries. And we exchanged kind of smiles. Those kind of smiles that say, it's okay, don't worry about it. He just kind of waved and he went on about his merry way. And at that point, I realized it was not who I thought it was. It wasn't the guy that I had a crush on. It was somebody else. And he was fine. And I didn't hit him. And I was very grateful. 2 months later, I attended the state fair parade. And I see that same guy, except this time he's walking in the parade with his wife, and they're walking behind a banner that says Illinois Senator Barack Obama. And I'm like, that's an interesting name. So that's who that guy is. Oh, and so he turns and looks at me. At least I think he did. Maybe it was my paranoia. I don't know, but he turned, looked at me, and he waved and he smiled, and we sort of locked eyes like, yeah, I remember you. You're the one that almost ran me over a couple months ago. No, I don't know. I don't know if he remembered that, and I hope that he does not remember it because it's very embarrassing. And I'm very grateful that I didn't run him over. So, he went on about his merry way in the parade route, and I didn't think a whole lot more of it other than being very, very grateful that he was able to walk in the parade, And so then the following year, I saw him in another parade with his wife, Michelle, and they were holding hands behind a banner, and thought, geez, I'm glad. I'm glad he's fine. And then, in 2007, my kids brought home these tickets where you could go down to the state capitol and you could witness history being made, at least the beginning of history being made. And he announced, I remember it was freezing that day, and it was my birthday. It was February 10th, 2007. And I just sort of chuckled to myself. This is the fourth time I've seen this man downtown in Springfield, and he just might be President of the United States. And guess what? Of course, we all know. He was for 8 years. I just thought I'd share that snippet of a story to you guys because I get a kick out of thinking about it. I'm almost afraid to share the story. I didn't want to hit him. I'm very grateful that I didn't. Peace, love, and light to you all. Thank you.